Shed antler hunting. It's a great way to get outdoors in the late winter and into the spring. And how do I know? Well, I've been doing it for nearly 3 decades. I went all pro a long time ago. I'm going to help you out with a few tips that I found beneficial to me. And the first one is to monitor the deer in your area. Watch when all the deer are dropping their antlers, because you don't want to come in here and pressure them. A good way to do that is using a trail camera and your binocular. And I'm going to give you a bonus tip. Use the Moultrie Mobile app. It will help you chart all the activity, manage your images, and even map out your area where the deer are dropping their antlers. All this together, you'll know when the deer are dropping, when you can go in and pick up the antlers without pressuring them, and when your target deer has dropped. Now this next tip, it's a little bit of common sense, but I want to share it with you anyway. And that is use the 3 habitat elements that whitetails use. And what are those habitat elements? Well, it's the bedding cover we're in here. It's the uplands above us, and in your case it could be a bean field, could be a winter wheat field, could be a food plot. And the 3rd habitat element are all the connecting trails in between. If you go through those 3 areas with a fine-tooth comb, you're going to find antlers. Now here's the bonus tip. Always carry a binocular, even in thick cover. Up on the uplands though, the big open country, you can scan it all looking for antler tips. In this thick cover, you can scan through it and maybe see a point sticking up. And on the trails, again, scan ahead and you might find an antler just lying about. Use those 3 habitat element tips. You're going to find as many antlers as you've ever wanted to in your whitetail property. The next tip I want to share with you, look for the out of the norm, the oddities in a whitetail world. Fences, down logs, creeks, anything where a deer finds an obstruction and has to leap over it, duck under it, jar itself, because every time a deer has to pound its body, well, those antlers might just pop off. So look for anything like that in the areas where you're shed hunting. Now the bonus tip is, for you dog owners out there, hey, bring your dog along. I always bring mine. Now my dog's a border collie, and he's not exactly a shed antler hunting dog, but he's a dog, and he looks for bone. He actually finds antlers quite a bit because he can sniff them out. So bring any athletic type of dog you have along and watch them, because if they get in the brush and start sniffing around, they could be on an antler or even a deadhead deer. Right, Sully? Go get him now. All right, my last tip to share with you, go in the thick stuff. Now, why the thick stuff? Well, it's bedding cover for one thing, but at this point of a deer's life, especially a buck, he is very stressed. He's looking to escape predators, coyotes, you name it, and bachelor bucks that they're kind of bunched up this time of year. They don't like to be around the other deer as much, so they're looking for seclusion. These thick areas like this are ideal spots to find an extra antler while you're out and about. Now the bonus tip that I can share with you on this is to use your hunting app to grid these areas. Get on your hunting app, get the map pulled up, and then mark where you've been, mark where you're going, and just grid back and forth and up and down on your map and keep making those little icons or waypoints so you know where you've been and where you haven't been. Shed antler hunting, it's a lot of fun. It's something I've been doing for years, and I'm going to continue to do it as long as I can keep finding antlers like this. Good shed hunting out there.